Hello, Brian Spray, Civil and Environmental Consultants. I want to talk to you today about geotechnical as part of due diligence. Now, there's lots of good reasons to do geotech, and generally it's done later in the process. But during the due diligence phase, you can flesh out some real potential cost items. So you have a sloping site, and you look at the soils and you have potential for shallow bedrock. You want to define whether or not you're going to be getting into that bedrock. Is the rock rippable? Are you going to have to blast? Is someone going to have to chip? Those all have huge cost implications. But more importantly anymore is stormwater management. On the stormwater side, they're no longer accepting the idea that you can't infiltrate when you only test where you want the basin to be. On larger sites, they're asking that you go out ahead of time and do a sample so you can find out where your limiting zones are, the best places to infiltrate, so you can design your site around that to give your project the most chance of success. On smaller sites, if you want to know ahead of time if you can't infiltrate, because sometimes that project doesn't just get a waiver, it gets kicked up to the next level. And although the next level isn't insurmountable, it tends to take a lot longer, and you want to know that ahead of time. And the last thing I'll say is if you're out there, you're doing test pits, you've got a backhoe, you've got a soil professional out there, take a sample and send it to a lab. Get a CBR, California Bearing Ratio. Why? That way your geotechnical professional can give you a pavement section. You can see how that pavement section compares to the municipal standard. Municipal standard is a minimum. Most of the time, the municipal standard will be just fine. But in the few cases where it's not, you're going to save yourself thousands of dollars in repair costs for the sake of a simple lab test.